I've stayed up with you for 2 nights now, and I haven't seen any evidence of what you were talking about. When was the last time you saw her sleepwalking?
Since Macbeth went to war, I have seen her rise from her bed, put on her nightgown, unlock her closet, take out some paper, fold it, write on it, read it, seal it up, and then return to bed, remaining asleep the entire time.
It's unnatural to be asleep and act as if you're awake. When she is like this, besides walking and performing various activities, have you heard her say anything?
She says something, sir, but I will not repeat it to you.
You can tell me. You really should.
I will not confess it to you, nor to anyone else, because there was no one else to witness her speech. Look, here she comes. This is exactly how she always looks, and I swear it, she is fast asleep. Watch her. Keep hidden.
How did she get that candle?
It stands by her bedside. She always has to have it next to her. Those are her orders.
You see, her eyes are open.
Yes, but they don't see anything.
What is she doing now? Look how she rubs her hands.
She often does that. She looks like she's washing her hands. I've seen her do that before for as long as 15 minutes.
There's still a spot here.
Listen, she's talking. I'll write it down what she says so I'll remember it better.
Come out, damn Spot. Come out, I command you. 1, 2, okay, it's time to do it now. Hell is murky. Nonsense, my lord, nonsense. You are a soldier, and yet you are afraid? Why should we be scared when no one can lay guilt upon us? But who would have thought the old man would have had so much blood in him?
Did you hear that?
Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, don't look so frightened. I tell you again, Banquo is buried. He cannot come out of his grave.
Evil rumors are going around. Unnatural acts will cause supernatural things to happen. People with guilty and deranged minds will confess their secrets to their pillows as they sleep. This woman needs a priest more than a doctor. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove anything she might hurt herself with. Watch her constantly, and now, good night. She has bewildered my mind and amazed my eyes. I have an opinion, but I don't dare to say it out loud.
Good night, good doctor. The English army is near, led by Malcolm, his Uncle Seward, and the good Macbeth. They burn for revenge. The wrongs they have suffered would make dead men rise up and fight.
We'll meet them near Burnham Wood. They are coming that way.
Does anyone know if Donalbain is with his brother?
He's definitely not there, sir. I have a list of all the important men. Seward's son is there, as well as many boys too young to have beards who will become men by joining this battle.
What is the tyrant Macbeth doing?
He is fortifying his castle at Dunsinane with heavy defenses. Some say he's insane. Those who hate him less call it brave anger. One thing is certain, he's out of control.
Now Macbeth feels the blood of his murdered enemies sticking to his hands. Now rebel armies punish him in every minute for his treachery. The soldiers he commands are only following orders. They don't fight because they love Macbeth. Now he seems too small to be a great king, like a midget trying to wear the robes of a giant.
Who can blame him for acting crazy when inside he condemns himself for everything he's done?
Well, let's keep marching and give our loyalty to someone who truly deserves it. We're going to meet Malcolm, the doctor who will cure our sick country. We'll pour out our own blood to help him.
However much blood we need to give to water the royal flower and drown the weeds to make Malcolm king and get rid of Macbeth. Let's proceed in our march to Burnham.
Don't bring me any more reports. I don't care if all the things desert me. Until Burnham Woods gets up and moved to Dunsinane, I won't be affected by fear. What's the boy, Malcolm? Was he born from a woman? The spirits that know the future have told me this. Don't be afraid, Macbeth. No man born from a woman will ever defeat you. So get out of here, disloyal thanes, and join the weak and decadent English. My mind and courage will never falter with doubt or shake with fear. May the devil turn you black, you white-faced fool. Why do you look like a frightened goose?
There's 10,000.
Geese, you idiot?
Soldiers, sir.
Go pinch your cheeks and bring some color back into your face, you cowardly boy. What soldiers, fool? Curse you. That pale face of yours will frighten the others as well. What soldiers, Milkface?
The English army, sir.
Get out of my sight. How is my wife, doctor?
She is not sick, my lord, but she has trouble with endless visions that keep her from sleeping.
Cure her of that. Can't you treat a diseased mind? Take away her memory of sorrow? Use some drugs to erase the troubling thoughts from her brain and ease her heart?
For that kind of relief, the patient must heal herself.
Medicine is for the dogs. I won't have anything to do with it. Someone get my armor and send out the soldiers. Doctor, the Thanes are running away from me. Can you figure out what's wrong with my country? If you can diagnose its disease by examining its urine and bring it back to health, I will praise you to the ends of the earth, where the sound will echo back so you can hear the applause again. What drug would purge the English from this country? Have you heard of any?
Yes, my good lord. Your preparation for war sounds like something.
I will not be afraid of death and destruction until Burnham Forest picks itself up and moves to Dunsinane.
I wish I was far away from Dunsinane. You couldn't pay me to come back here.
Kinsman, I hope the time is coming when people will be safe in their own bedrooms.
We don't doubt it.
What's the name of the forest behind us?
Burnham Wood.
Tell every soldier to break off a branch and hold it in front of him. That way we can conceal how many of us there are. And Macbeth's spies will give him inaccurate reports.
We'll do it!
We have no news except that the overconfident Macbeth is still in Dunsinane and will allow us to lay siege to the castle.
He wants us to lay siege. Wherever his soldiers have an opportunity to leave him, they do, whatever rank they are. No one fights with him except men who are forced to, and their hearts aren't in it.
We shouldn't make any judgments until we achieve our goal. Let's go fight like hard-working soldiers.
Soon we'll find out what's really ours and what isn't. It's easy for us to get our hopes up just sitting around thinking about it, but the only way is really going to be settled by violence. So let's move our armies forward.
Hang our flags on the outer walls. Everyone keeps yelling, "Here they come! Our castle's strong enough to laugh off their siege. They can sit out there until they die of hunger and disease. If it weren't for the fact that so many of our soldiers revolted and joined them, we could have met them out front of the castle, man to man, and beaten them back to England." What's that noise?
It's a woman crying, my lord.
I've almost forgotten what fear feels like. There was a time when I could have been terrified by a shriek in the night, and the hair on my skin would have stood up when I heard a ghost story. But now I have had my fill of real horrors. Horrible things are so familiar that they can't startle me. What was that cry for?
The queen is dead, my lord.
She should have died later anyway. That news was bound to come someday. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. The days creep slowly along until the end of time, and every day that's already happened has taken fools that much closer to their deaths. Out, out, brief candles. Life is nothing more than an illusion. It's like a poor actor who struts and worries for his hour on the stage and then is never heard from again. Life is a story told by an idiot, full of noise and emotional disturbance, but devoid of meaning. You've come to tell me something. Tell me quickly.
My gracious lord, I should tell you what I saw, but I don't know how to say it.
Just say it.
As I was standing watch on the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and I thought I saw the forest begin to move.
Liar and slave.
Punish me if it's not true. 3 miles from here, you can see it coming, a moving forest.
If you're lying, I'll hang you alive from the nearest tree until you die of hunger. If what you say is true, you can do the same to me. My confidence is falling. I'm starting to doubt the lies the devil told me, which sounded like the truth. Don't worry until Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane. And now a wood is coming to Dunsinane. Prepare for battle and go. If what this messenger says is true, it's no use running away or staying here. I'm starting to grow tired of living, and I'd like to see the world plunged into chaos. Ring the bells, blow wind, come ruin. At least we'll die with our armor on. We're close enough now. Throw down these branches and show them who you really are. Uncle Seward, you and your son will lead us the first battle. Brave Macduff and I will do the rest according to our battle plan.
Good luck. If we meet Macbeth's army tonight, let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Blow all the trumpets. They loudly announce the news of blood and death.
They have me tied to a stake. I can't run away. I have to stand and fight like a bear. Where's the man who wasn't born from a woman? He's the only one I'm afraid of, no one else.
What's your name?
You'll be afraid to hear it.
No, I won't, even if you are one of the worst demons in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself couldn't say a name I hate more.
No, nor could the devil's name be more frightening.
You lie, you disgusting tyrant. I'll prove it with my sword that I'm not scared of you.
You were born from a woman. Swords don't frighten me. I laugh at any weapon used by a man who was born from a
The
woman.
noise is coming from over there. Tyrant, show your face. If someone other than me kills you, the ghost of my wife and children will haunt me forever. I can't be bothered to fight these lame soldiers who only fight for money. I'll either fight you, Macbeth, or else I'll put down my sword unused. You must be over there. By the great noise, it sounds like no one of the high-ranking men is being announced. I hope I find him. I ask for nothing more than that.
Come on this way, my lord. The castle has been surrendered without a fight. Macbeth's soldiers are fighting on both sides. Our noblemen are battling bravely. The victory is almost ours, and it seems like there is nothing much left to do.
Our enemies fight as if they're trying not to hurt us.
Sir, enter the castle.
Why should I commit suicide like one of the ancient Romans? As long as I see enemies of mine alive, I would rather see my sword wound them than me.
Turn around, you dog from hell. Turn around.
You're the only man I have avoided, but go away now. I'm already guilty of killing your whole family.
I have nothing to say to you. My sword will talk for me. You are too evil for words.
You're wasting your time trying to wound me. You might as well try to stab the air with your sword. Go fight someone who can be harmed. I lead a charmed life, which can't be ended by anyone born from a woman.
You can't forget about your charm. The evil spirit you serve can tell you that I was not born. They cut me out of my mother's womb before she could bear me naturally.
Curse you for telling me this. You frightened away my courage. I don't believe those evil creatures anymore. They tricked me with their word games, raising my hopes and then destroying them. I won't fight you.
Then surrender, coward, and we'll put you in a freak show, just like they do with deformed animals. We'll put a picture of you on a sign right above the words, "Come see the
I'm
time."
not going to surrender and have to kiss the ground in front of Malcolm or be taunted by the common people. Even though Burnham Wood really did come to Dunsinane, and I'm fighting a man not of woman born, I'll fight to the end. I'll put up my shield and battle you. Come on, let's go at it, Macduff, and damn the first man who cries, "Stop, enough!"
Hail, King, because that's what you are now. Look here, I have Macbeth's cursed head. We are free from his tyranny. I see that you have the kingdom's noblemen around you, and they're thinking the same as me. I want them to join me in this loud cheer.
Hail, King of Scotland! It won't be long before I reward each of you as he deserves. My thanes and kinsmen, I name all of you earls, the first earls that Scotland has ever had. We have a lot to do at the dawn of this new era. We must call home all of our exiled friends who fled from the grip of Macbeth's tyranny. And we must bring to justice all the evil ministers of this dead butcher and his demon-like queen, who, rumor has it, committed suicide. This and whatever else we call to do by God, we will do at the right time in the right place. So I thank all of you and invite each and every one of you to come watch me be crowned the King of Scotland at Scone.